Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once again, good morning all. This is the video lecture on Python Django full stack web development. So we have discussing with the front end part, web part. So in that we have seen the previous as HTML content, and then we have gone with the CSS content also. So HTML will consist of set of tags. And now you come for the CSS, we can have different styles for each of the font, text, and for each tag, you can have the different styles. That is by adding border color, background image. So all these things will come under CSS part. So now you come for the newer part. So third part, what we are going to see in today's class, it's a bootstrap. So what this bootstrap section is. So till now we have gone with the HTML and CSS. So it is used for so many tags and so many styles, and it is very difficult to memorize all those things. So in order to overcome that disadvantage, we are going to use bootstrap technique. Okay, so you can't remember each and every tag. You can't remember each and every tag, and you can't remember each and every style. Okay, so because there are a lot of tags and different styles here. So for that particular purpose, we are going with a advanced one, that is bootstrap. So let's get into the section. So welcome to the bootstrap section. It is a very common framework used for the front-end development. That means it is the framework used for front-end development, that is HTML, CSS, etc. So what is a framework now? Okay, so framework means it is the particular format. So format where you are going to use both HTML as well as CSS. Okay, so it defines a specific principle. That means it defines a structure, how to use the HTML and CSS content. So for that, you are going to discuss bootstrap here. So framework will have following factors. So properties, we have inversion of control. That means you can control each and every web page. Next, default behavior, and it can be extended for any number of web pages. So it can be extended for any number of web pages. And what you give the framework, that cannot be modified. Okay, so we will see different frameworks. So for each of the component as well as each of the tag. So all those things, it is not non-modifiable framework code. So for example, you can take a button. So button, there is a set of parameters. So the parameters cannot be changed. So that we call it as non-modifiable framework. So framework is already given. So in that it cannot be changed. So large part of bootstrap is not memorization, but really understanding how to reference the documentation for your own use cases. So till now we have gone with memorizing each and every tags, each and every styles, so everything else. But in bootstrap, so you are just referencing the documentation for our own cases. So this section will focus on common uses of bootstrap. So when you go for the bootstrap, so you can go through the bootstrap in website called getbootstrap.com. So using getbootstrap.com, so you can have the different styles. So that we will be seeing in the later on this section. So many versions of the bootstraps are there. Bootstrap 1.0, 2, 3, 4, 5. So currently we are running with version 5, but our Atom text editor will make use of version 3 as well as version 4. Okay, so for now we are going to use version 4 here. Okay, so version 4 is in currently development. So that has been released. Okay, So for our level of Bootstrap, the differences between version 3 and version 4 won't be apparent to us. So for that, V4 is the major rewrite from V3. That means V3 we have taken. So V3 is been advanced with some of the features, and that gives you V4. But we can't dive deep enough to notice many of the differences. So some differences, what you see the difference between V3 and V4. So some of the differences are panels. Panels are replaced by cards. So larger default font size. Now next grid tier, use of flexbox, and then mode from less to SAS. So these are some of the differences. So most important thing to get out of this section is the ability to reference the Bootstrap. So let's explore the documentation and some examples of what Bootstrap looks like. So before getting into the concept, Bootstrap part 1 buttons. Okay, so now we shall go with some how to link the Bootstrap with the HTML. Okay, so move on to Atom Text Editor now. So minimize this thing. So double click on Atom Text Editor. So kindly close all these things. So go for a file and choose new file. So while choosing new file, now you think everything you are doing for the HTML. So come for the plain
Screen
text.
is not visible, sir.
Pardon?
Screen is not visible, sir. Atom text editor.
Okay, okay. Okay, now are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for now, go for file. You have taken the new file, and for the new file, you choose the HTML. So type HT here. So trace header, take this particular content. So under that, you choose HTML content. Okay. So just you have taken the HTML and give the title as Bootstrap, something you have taken. So title I have taken it as Bootstrap. So under the body, you give something called heading. So it is the demo on Bootstrap. So save this content. So in order to save, create a new folder. So new folder you take, create a new folder, go for folder and type Bootstrap. So Bootstrap I will be taking like a BS. So under that you take it as BS demo.html. Okay, so that means bootstrap demo.html we have taken. So save the particular contents. So now we shall see without adding the bootstrap. So how this web page you are going to see. So for that, save the file, go for edit, copy the path, and go for the Chrome. So under Chrome, you paste this particular content and see how you are getting. Sorry, there is a small change. Bootstrap, it should be STRAP. Okay. So save the contents and now you see how you are getting. So Bootstrap, you are getting like this. Okay. So till now we have not included any Bootstrap. So in order to include the Bootstrap, so go for this particular thing. So go for Google. So in the code you give get bootstrap.com. So give the content as getbootstrap.com. So this is the web page you have to remember, getbootstrap.com. So if you give like that, so it will show you all these things. So under that, first you go for all releases. So click on this all releases. So you are finding version 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in that you choose version 4 because our Atom text editor is supposed to be used for version 4. So under version 4, now you have to link. Okay. So in order to link, you go with a CDN. Okay. So you go for the download. So here it is showing Bootstrap CDN. So what the CDN stands for? Content Delivery Network. So from here, from this network, you are taking a particular content and adding it to your HTML page. So skip the download and copy this particular link. So copy only the first line what you are having here. You directly copy and then paste it in the head section. So where the link will be placed. So I've given like this. So copy the particular thing and paste it in the head section. So you all know how you have to use the link. So in the previous, you were using link for linking the CSS file. So now the same thing you have taken. So link style sheet bootstrap min.css. So here I have taken this particular thing. So now you save the contents and go and see how your web page. This is the previous web page. So now you see, are you got any changes here? So firstly, without the bootstrap, it was showing with some font. So now with the font, this thing, it is in different font styles, size. So everything will be changed. Okay. So when you save this page, so it will be looking like this. So that is the demo of Bootstrap. Okay. So I understood what is the changes you are getting here. So paste the content and see. This is the change you are getting. So it will be showing this is the change. Okay. So that is the linking of Bootstrap for our HTML file. So it will be shown like this. So that is the demo. So how to you make use of this particular thing. So you can give like this. So here you can take the paragraph also. So BS is the framework for front-end development. So take this particular thing and give save and go and refresh this. So BS is the framework for front-end development. It is showing like this. Okay. So that is now you got how to link. Yes. Now you got how to link your Bootstrap with the HTML. Have you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you come for the next part. You can speak. So no need to worry. You can speak using your voice. I have not yet muted you people. Okay. So now you come for the next part. So till now we have seen how to make use of Bootstrap for our HTML. Okay. So now you come for the next topic, part 1, buttons. Okay. So Bootstrap part 1, we are going to discuss is buttons. So key feature of the Bootstrap are its default classes. Okay. So how to make use of button? So when you will be using the button, so click on that. So there will be some operation. So when you are going to use the particular button, Okay, so you can call, we can have a Bootstrap with its default classes. You can call these classes to quickly and easily build good looking features for your web application. So currently we are discussing with button classes as well as container classes and also Jumbotron classes. So in today's class, we are going with three major concepts: button class, next you go with a container class, next you go with a Jumbotron class. So first we will start off by showing how to connect HTML to the Bootstrap. So that's been already been shown. So now you come for the demo part. Okay, so go for the Atom text editor. So before this, now I am going to take a button. So how the button should look like. So in order to get the button, simply type button here. Okay, so take button, button type is equal to button. So name you can give like this. So button, you use something called click me. Okay, because it is a button we have taken. So this is the button type, save and go and see here. So what you have got some type of click me here. Understood? So now you come for this particular Bootstrap. So under this Bootstrap, now you can see on leftmost part. So go for the leftmost part, there is a components. So click on the components. Okay. So it shows alerts, badge, breadcrumb, buttons. So click on the button. Okay. So now you see there are different types of buttons you are using. So it includes several predefined button styles, each serving its own purpose. Okay. So primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, light, dark, and also link is also given. So if you want primary, you use this particular code. If you want secondary, use this particular code. So now you see I'm going to use this particular, which one to take, warning button. So where is the code for warning? So here is the code. So kindly copy this particular thing. Already button is there in our HTML. So copy this particular thing and go for the Atom text editor. So now you see, I will paste this one. Okay. So now what is the change you are getting from our button to the new button? What is the change you are getting? So this is our placed button and this one is copied thing. So what is the change you are getting here? What is the change from this to? You can talk. So just compare this two. So type button is given, here name is given, but here class is given. So in order to get the warning button, so kindly make use of this content and put it in our button content. So I will be cutting this particular content and paste it in after the thing. So here I'm using button warning. So click me. Okay. So now I am going to erase this particular thing. So I have chosen only to make understand that one. So button type we have taken, class we have taken it as warning. If it is warning, so its color should be in yellow. So warning button, click me we have taken. So kindly save the content and see what is the change you are getting here. So here you have got it in click me in warning, because it is warning is in yellow color. You are getting it as this one. So in order to get this thing, so what you should give? So you should give this particular code. So what is the change? So just you include this particular class. So if you include, you will be getting this type of thing. Okay. So similarly, if you want the success button is in green color. So what is a class name? Just to copy this thing, just copy this and go for our class and just paste it here. So I will be pasting it here So save the contents and go for the web page and see it is getting like this. Understood? So now you come for the next category. So first we have seen different types: primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info. So now you come for the button tags. Okay. So button tags you can take like this. It is used with a button element. So if you want blue color, button, input, submit, reset, you can have different colors like this. So now you can have the outline for your button. So suppose if you want an outline in blue color, use this particular code. If in green color, you use this one. So if you want it in red color, you give the class. So now you see, I will be giving the class like this. So already it is in success. So I will take this particular class content and go here. So give space and paste the particular thing. So see, I've given success button with outline danger. So green color with outline should be in red color. So no space, just give the space. So save the content and you go and see what is the change you are getting. So color has gone. Here you can see. So that green color has gone and it has given the completely in danger. So border is been in danger. So when you click on that, you will be getting the red background. Okay. So that is the change what we can see here. So that is a danger. Next, come for the size part. Suppose if you want the button in larger sizes, so you have to larger sizes, you can go with primary. This one is for secondary. So here I have already told you secondary means gray color, primary means blue color, success green, danger red, warning yellow. Okay. So now you come for this case. So buttons. So this is primary and this gray color, it is for secondary. So you can get large button or you can get the small button also. So for that one, how to get? So if you want it like this, so just to copy this particular class, copy this thing, go for here and just include, give the space and paste the content here. Okay. So when you paste it, just to go for the thing and see the button size has gone increased. Okay. So button size is increased here. So similarly, you can go with a smaller button also. So apart from big and small, you can have active state, disabled state like that. If you want it to be in disabled state, so just to go for the content and make this one as disabled. Okay. So give this one as disabled and go and see the content. So disabled, it has gone. If you click also, no color will come here. Okay. So when you go on click, so no background color you are getting. So it has gone for the disabled. But if you remove the disabled thing, so refresh. So if you click here, you will get red color here. So that means it is an active button. Okay. So disabled button. Similarly, you can have links also. Okay. So many things are given in this particular button. So this is up to button class. So have you understood up to here how to make use of different styles for the buttons? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So totally in the part one, we are going to discuss about button class, container class, and Jumbotron class. So first we have gone with a button. Now you come for the container class. So container is one of the value for the class name. So it is a container class is the name given. So container is a value for a class attribute. So where you will be getting the class attribute? So for that one, class attribute will be inside div. So inside that you give container. Okay. So and put all the contents of this in that particular div. So Control X and save it here. So now you have taken like this. So what is the change you have seen? So let's see here. So save this particular contents, go for the bootstrap. So kindly before refreshing, see where is demo, where is B, where is button. So everything are left aligned here. So when you refresh, you see. So it has taken some margin. So from space is also be taken. So that is the main concept of container class. So it will add it to the center of the web page, and it will add margin from both top, right, left and right also. Okay, so that is the main concept of the container class. So hereafter you have to give each and everything inside the container class only, so you will be getting it in different formats. Understood? So that is the only change of the container class. If you didn't give the container class, so you can have the comment like this. So if you give like this, it goes comment. So here also you give comment. So now you see what is the changes you have seen. So you have not taken, remove this particular div part. If you remove this particular div part, so the content will be like this. So hereafter, kindly take in the div class with a container. So if you give like this, so the div will be considered. So if you give it in the container class, you'll be getting like this. Okay. So this is the demo of the container class. So this is the demo of container class. Have you understood? So what the container class will add? So it will add extra space and it will align to some particular location. So you can't tell this one as middle. So it is not in the middle. Middle will comes here. Okay. So it is not in the middle. So it comes somewhere, margin is been applied here. Okay. So for that particular purpose, you are making use of the bootstrap. So this is up to the demo of the buttons. So I've given the illustration of how to make use of the buttons with different classes. So which are the, if you want the success button, just you remember, it is very easy. Button will come. So you can give button -success. If you want the outline danger, button will come. You give button outline danger. If you want the button as big, so give button with button primary and button large. So this will create UA. These are the attributes of the button classes. Okay. So understood up to buttons and container class. Okay. This is up to today's class. So in tomorrow, we can go with the next part, that is part 2. Okay. So which one we have currently discussed with the button classes and also make use of container classes. So then we shall go with a Jumbotron class. So after the Jumbotron, we shall have a part 2, that is forms. So this is up to today's lecture. Kindly go through the video lectures which are uploaded in the YouTube channel. So get the link. So I'm again and again telling. So go to get the bootstrap, go to getbootstrap.com. So this is the website you have to go and choose version 4.0. Under that, choose components with buttons. So work on with the different parameters and learn how to make use. So you won't write any code here, just you are copying and pasting the code which is already there. Okay. So I hope you have understood up to here. So he'll be ending this particular class. Kindly like, share, subscribe for the channel and get the enough knowledge of the full stack web development. So meet you in the next class. Thank you.